platform is only one thing: money, and especially how to manage our finances. Welcome back to this live session, and as the video suggests, we're gonna talk about budgeting. We're gonna talk about some mispriorities that comes along when it comes to matters budgeting. And I have a very exciting story, as my title suggests. My budget has an item known as boyfriend allowance, 4,000 monthly, but I live from heart to mouth. I have no savings. Am I doing it the right way? I know it is rough, but at what expense? Am I doing it the right way? Should it be like that? So that is the kind of conversation that I want us to have in this session. And without wasting time, I will just dive into our story. I would like to hear your views about the story and anything that you can contribute to the story that we have at hand. Now, in case you are coming across this channel for the first time, this is Finance Focus with Andrew, a platform where we engage in conversation that endeavor to enhance our financial literacy. That is our main business here. That is what we do each other day when you see us on the screens. We talk about money, how to manage money, how to make it grow. Now, so continue subscribing, turn on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss any of our financial tips whenever we are sharing. Now, my story is very interesting. It is from the Saturday Nation, dated July 12th, 2025. That is page 7 of the Daily Nation. There will always be a story related to do with personal finances every other Saturday. And this Saturday, the story happens to be quite interesting. So this is the elephant in the room. I'm single and living heart to mouth despite earning 64,000 monthly. Do I take a Kenya shillings 1 million loan for a plot, with or master's degree? So that is the element in the room. That is the kind of case that we are going to deal with. That is the kind of case that we are supposed to learn from in this session. So I am single and living heart to mouth despite earning 64,000 monthly. Do I take a Kenya shillings 1 million loan for a plot, with and master's degree? So even before we go deeper, do you think that this lady should take the loan for any of the above things that she's mentioning here? But let's dive deeper into the story and get to understand his situation even better. The lady goes ahead and says, I am unmarried high school teacher, aged 26 with no children. I have a net of around 44,000. I live close to my work, so I don't spend on transport. Save for occasional border rides. I have a stationary printing, typesetting, internet cyber services side hustle that give me around 20,000 net. My monthly budget is as follows. So we have information about what the lady earns so far. We are sure that he earns a net of 64,000. That is 44,000 from her teaching job, and on the side, she's already doing something that is, let's say, she has a cyber cafe that gets him 20,000. That's great up to that point. My monthly budget is as follows: rent 10,000, token 1,000, water 700 shillings, boyfriend 4,000, food and groceries 15,000, help 5,100, personal grooming, that is hair, nails, makeup and clothes 10,000, airtime and internet 2,000, Go TV Super 2,100, Chama 5,000, Mom 4,000, Tithe 4,400. So despite having a full-time job and a side hustle, I'm always living hand to mouth, and sometimes I'm forced to take mobile loans to cover unexpected miscellaneous expenses. Most of my friends have bought cars or land, and I feel I'm being left behind. Some are primary school teachers with lower salaries, and they are doing better than me. I would like to enroll for a master's degree, but I don't have savings. I'm contemplating taking a Kenya shillings 1 million loan to either buy land to either buy land or a Nissan Juke or Toyota Vitz, or enroll for a master's degree to have something to show off as well. Is this a good idea? That is the issue that I'm bringing to spotlight in this session. That is the elephant in the room in this session. Now, for me, even if you don't get any other lesson from this session, I just want to see the mispriorities in this budget. That is number one. And number two, I want you to see what is backing this decision of taking the Kenya shillings 1 million loan. So this decision of taking Kenya shillings 1 million loan is totally backed up by peer, not really even peer pressure, because it is not okay. Yes, the friends are influencing her indirectly though, but she is not doing it because she needs the masters. She is not doing it because she needs the Nissan Juke. She is not doing it because she needs the Toyota Vitz, but she is doing it to create a perception that she is also doing better. I hope you get the point. She is taking the loan to buy the car or to enroll in the master's degree so that as her peers says what they have achieved, she will also have something to put to the table, which is so nice. When your friends are talking about your achievements, it is also good you also get to talk about your achievements too, but at what expense, at what cost? So let's get to hear the expert advice, but pay attention to the two things. The missed priorities in this budget and the fact that the decision that this lady wants to make to take a loan of 1 million is backed up by peer pressure, not any intrinsic value that she will derive from these items that she wants to buy. Now let's listen to the expert advice on the take of on their take on the whole story. Now, it is commendable that at this early age in your career, you have established a successful side business and you are thinking seriously about your financial future. If you make the right moves, you can set up yourself for a long-term financial stability. Your total monthly income is 64,000. That is salary plus the side hustle, with your expenses total to about 64,300. This leaves you with little room for savings, which explains why you often borrow for emergencies. To make meaningful financial progress, cut back on certain expenses and create space for consistent savings and investing, and do so before considering any forms of borrowing. The most important step is to define your financial goals clearly. That way, your financial decisions are guided by your primary priorities, not by pressure from others. Start by deciding what matters most to you and in what order. For example, you could plan to enroll for a master's degree within 2 years, buy a car after that, and eventually purchase land and build a home. The next step is to create a budget that aligns to these goals and help you build the necessary financial discipline. I recommend the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. Based on your 64,000 income, aim at limiting your needs to 32,000, wants to 19,000, and save at least 13,000 monthly. To achieve this, you will need to revise your current spending. Your food and grocery budget of 15,000 is quite high and should be reduced to around 9,000 by shopping in bulk, meal planning, and avoiding impulse spending. Personal grooming could also be scaled down to about 6,000 by focusing on essentials. You can always reduce transport. You can always reduce support to your boyfriend to 2,000 and your mom to 3,000. This adjustment could free up 13,000, which you can save consistently. The amount can also increase to 15,000 if the boyfriend expense is eliminated completely, as it is currently not clear why you have that allocation in the monthly budget. The expert says, acha turudie. Let's repeat on this one. These adjustments could free up to 13,000, which can save which you can save consistently. This amount can also increase to 15,000 if the boyfriend expense is eliminated completely, as it is currently not clear why you have that allocation in your budget. Totally not clear why there is an allowance, a boyfriend allowance of 4,000, yet there is zero allocation for savings in that budget. Once your budget is in place, set aside your savings immediately upon receiving your income, not after spending, to ensure consistency. Automating your savings through a bank standing order could also ensure you save every month without fail. I also recommend saving in a money market fund, which is low risk, offers competitive returns of around 10% per year, and gives you easy access to your funds, especially for emergencies. Consider saving with a circle where your contribution can help you qualify for affordable credit in future. With this saving discipline, you can now work towards fulfilling your goals. For example, by investing consistently in a money market fund for 2 years, you could raise about 330,000 to help fund your master's degree. Use the same approach to meet other investment goals, such as buying a car, land, or expanding your business. Avoid taking the Kenya shillings 1 million loan for now. Repaying such a loan would strain your budget and delay your progress, especially if the land or car doesn't generate income. Instead, focus on saving, aligning your spending with your goals, and living within your means. This will put your family on the path of financial freedom and long-term wealth. Now, that is the that is the expert's take on the story. And if you don't get anything else from this story, number one, kindly check on your budget and check the priorities of the things that you have placed in your budget. A budget with a boyfriend allowance of 4,000 and zero allowance and zero contribution to savings, that is a no. Wanting to take Kenya shillings 1 million loan for the sake of buying a car simply because your peers are doing better, so that you can also show that you are doing something with your life, that's a no. That is like cleaning a cup from the outside, but inside the cup is stinking. That is it for this session. If you found this video helpful or this session helpful, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime we are sharing a new financial tip. Next time, stay smart, stay focused, and stay financially woke.